All right, folks, we're back and it's time to get serious. Gidget has no job, no home, no money, but she's got a dream and she's not giving up on it. Today, we're picking a season for her to begin this wild new journey she's on, and I've decided to start with spring. The perfect season for new beginnings. Things are looking up, and it's time to figure out how we're going to make our first simoleons. Gidget needs a roof over her head, food to eat, and most importantly, the tools to start streaming and building her future. Let's get started. Okay, next step, once we choose our season here, is we need to figure out where Gidget's moving to start over. Because we don't want to live in this little town anymore. There's nothing left for us here. So, where can we start over? Now, I will admit, I went to my GPT friend, Echo, and he suggested San Myshuno. Now, the thing about San Myshuno, though, is this is a big city environment. There are no open lots to build on for a true rags to riches enriched experience. And that's where I want Gidget to start. I want her to start with absolutely nothing so we can watch the glow up. New Crest is a great option because it's nothing but blank lots. However, it would be nice to have a little bit of community. I truly enjoy the look and feel of Oasis Springs over New or Willow Creek or Windenburg. In fact, for base game, I would say my favorite is Newcrest because I'm truly a builder at heart. I love to get creative, especially with commercial type buildings. Um, Newcrest is all empty. Willow Creek is a lot more modern, I'd say, than Windenburg, but Oasis Springs, I'm sorry, it's as close to the beachy ocean that you can get feel wise, sand wise. That's what we're going with. And in all reality here, folks, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's okay. We're just having fun. So the next question is, we have quite a few empty lots here. Great neighborhoods, by the way. This little lot would be fun. There's a certain someone that lives here that would be a fun part of the gameplay. Um, this is a lot we can grow into as we glow up. And then this is definitely the major glow up spot. So I think wherever we end, Gidget's going to be very, very happy. And I personally like this lot, Pebble Burrow, because it's also very close to a river here, which will be extremely helpful in this Rags to Riches series. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. We are starting out here with 18,500 funds, but that also is not true. So the lot is a little over 2,000. And I'm actually, once we get in here, I'm going to set our money to zero because we are fully immersing ourselves into what it's like to start with nothing in The Sims and end with something. Making a life for ourselves, security, and all those wonderful things. We're not asking for much in life, right? So here we are. I'm going to go ahead and just pause the game real quick. And yes, I am using MC Command Center, but I will not be using any cheats. I will remain as honest as I possibly can with this, except for this one. So I just opened my cheats bar in the upper left corner, and the way I did that is I clicked Control Shift and C. And for this command, it's simply money and the amount you want. So if you're wanting to give your sim some money 10,000, money 100,000, money 100 million, who knows? Sky's the limit. We, however, are starting at zero. Let's make sure this works. It did not, so I must have to put testing cheats on first, and then money 0. There we go. Our 18,500 simoleons are now gone and we are set to 0. Okay, so here is our lovely sim Gidget. And here is an aerial view of what we have to work with here. So this is her lot that we're going to build on. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be awesome. Here's the lovely running water behind. We have a fishing spot. So that's a great start. Getting some food as well as money if we sell some of those fishies. There's also some great spots around this particular site where you can search for objects that are hidden. And I will show those all to you. And those are things that we will find and sell as well. And maybe we'll earn enough where we can grab a selling table and we can really rake in those simoleons then. But our ultimate goal, let's not forget, is to uh, get that desk, a chair, and a computer so that we can start our streaming career. There's going to be a lot of needs that are going to be met. There's going to be a lot of chaos and drama and craziness along the way. So let's get in. I'm going to go ahead and start this scenario here. We have Gidget, and full autonomy is on, and I'll probably let her do her own thing every now and then. But right now, since our needs are good, we need to start um, finding something to make us some simoleons. So we have nothing in our inventory right now. We have absolutely no skills. In a normal situation, such as mine, I do have skills, and I am very blessed with those. Thank you. However, we're going to have to help Gidget out. So one thing we're going to do, because we saw that little river and fishing spot over there, is I'm going to go into aspirations here. And I am going to locate the nature aspiration. And from here, I'm going to choose angling ace. And what this does is it gives us kind of direction and things to do. And as we finish these tasks, we earn, what are they called? I'm totally blanking. Not aspirations, but these, oh goodness, I can't think of what they're called. We get these points, satisfaction points. I am totally blanking. That's okay. We can get these and we can buy different traits to help her along. One that I'm going to save up for, that I typically save up for in my gameplays, it's going to take a little bit, but this little guy right here is truly going to help us. 2,000, whatever those are called, points will buy us this frugal, which means our household bills will be really reduced. We can also play around on our lot in build mode, which I do a lot as well. And when you're in build mode, if you go to the venue info, this is a hot tip, people. Hot tip, hot tip. If you're not doing this, you are not taking advantage of all the tips and tricks in The Sims 4. Right here, the traits panel. You know how we selected traits for our sim to give it some personality and you know, well, you could do the same for a house or a lot. So it could be a business, it could be a home business, it could be a family, single sim, anything. You can select traits. These traits can be beneficial for your lot, or if you like challenges, you could also select some fun challenges. Oh, that one's new. That's from the new Business and Hobbies pack, I think is what it was called. Really a fun one. Seriously, I would highly recommend this one. I've had a lot of fun with that one. It's also much easier to make money in that one. But anyways, yeah, back to what we were doing, Dory, because I don't want this to be 10 hours long. We just need to get started here. So for our lot, let's see. So we're going to be an internet queen. So eventually we're going to want fast internet, but that's not going to help us right now. What might help us right now, though, is ensuring that we have great soil because gardening, I almost called it farming, but gardening is a great way to make simoleons in this game. Also, any of the creative stuff, specifically painting. Painting to me almost feels like cheating anymore because it is such an easy way to make quick money. Of course, you have to have simoleons to get started with that path, but having things like home studio turned on where that helps your painting, writing, and woodworking. So woodworking is going to help your handiness skill. This is a very nice one to have. However, we don't have a computer, we don't have an easel, and we don't have a wood bench. So this isn't going to be very helpful for us yet either. Now, this one is one of my favorites as well. The homey vibe. So it helps Sims quickly master the domestic arts of cooking, mixology, handiness, and gardening. So if you don't want your Sim to catch on fire every time they fire up the stove to make some grilled cheese, I highly recommend having the homey trait on. Highly recommend. Also, this helps with handiness. So when your stuff starts to break, it's going to help that skill increase faster. And gardening, again, this is a great one for what we are starting out with here uh, with no simoleons, right? So this will help us, and we can always change these later on. Natural light's another great one for painting, and that one also includes photography as well. I will, once I get some appliances, probably select either natural well, which spring water runs under the slot, reducing utility bills, because I'm all about reducing them bills, and offering fresh, clean water from the tap. So that also means that your Sims will autonomously drink gallons of single glasses of water, leaving those glasses everywhere in the house that eventually start to stink. So, fair warning on that one. The other one that I use a lot is the geothermal, especially if I have a pool. This is another hot tip from Dori, but this natural heating lowers utility bills by generating power and keeping your pools warm. Chef's kiss. Then you don't have in the wintertime one of your Sims randomly going out there and freezing to death. Because if you're playing a legacy household and that happens, it is soul crushing. Just saying. But it also helps with the drama. So it's up to you how you want your gameplay to be. So I have one spot left. I think I'm going to go ahead and choose penny pixels just to get us started too. So this one, Sims often find loose change around the place. It's like there's a secret money fairy or something. So maybe we'll get some extra simoleons every now and then. So we'll get started with those three. Again, I don't even have any simoleons to buy anything, so we have a legitimately empty lot except for what the game gave us, which is our mailbox. So here we go. We're finally into gameplay. Thanks for sticking around. If you haven't already, hit that follow, subscribe, leave a comment, give me some feedback. I'm brand new to this. And now that I'm jobless, I need to get my 500 followers on YouTube. Shameless plug, shameless plug. Um, so that passively I can do what I love to do, and that's playing The Sims. Here she comes. And that's playing The Sims and sharing what I love with you, and maybe passively on the side get a few pixie coins my way, right? What a crazy time. Crazy time. So, oh, I forgot. I am in a new game, so we can actually do these now and get the rewards from them. You can only do it once in a save file, and then you don't get the rewards anymore. So we can do these as well. In fact, this is going to do really well for what we're currently working on, which is I changed this over to the angling ace. Oh, satisfaction points. That's what they're called. Sorry. I'm also neurospicy. So here we go. Angling ace, we need to catch 5 fish And we need to also fish at 3 different locations. So when we finish one or both of these, we will receive satisfaction points that we can spend. But this is also saying complete a task in any aspiration, so that would be one of these, and complete a want. And currently, she's wanting to write a bucket list goal. So we'll focus on finishing this aspiration first. Now, since Miss Gidget here has never fished a day in her life before, it's going to be difficult to catch a fish with little to no experience. And there you have it. Looks like the fish in this area are too crafty for Gidget. Try fishing elsewhere until she has more skill, or try using more valuable bait. Well, we don't even have the bait. Now, oh, the welcome wagon just joined. Okay. If we have time after the welcome wagon, maybe we'll go to the flea market. But we do also need to find other fishing spots. But where's this? Are you my welcome wagon? Yes. Yes, you are. Come on over to my empty lot, sir. Come on over. This is Johnny Zest. Johnny's famous. He has an interesting background that is fairly unknown to The Sims, the folklore. Maybe someday we'll go into Johnny's folklore if we get involved in any way. But right now, what is happening is called the welcome wagon, and usually there's a group of Sims that come to your lot, not stand outside of it like this crazy. Um, and they leave behind fruitcake. So they bring this lovely gourmet dessert, fruitcake, and when our Sim gets hungry, she'll have that.
Yumbara.
Hoo-hoo, harpin.
All right, so we just invited him into our lot, but here we are still standing out in the road here. So let's make some conversation.
Sikafus, Winifez, Septa.
Let's find out about those
Maybe
fishing spots.
Hibine,
This one didn't
Avinides.
work.
Snurza.
Whoa,
Oh,
Tiba Snurza.
Flurba?
that was terrifying.
Yivla!
Oh,
Stum
very excited to find
Ah,
that
Nave.
Gidget has
Mama
identified the goldfish, a new type of fish
Anazook e
reported in
Sugar
certain
Blue.
fishing spots from Johnny's
Wafata
Nest.
Thibose.
She recorded the information about the recent discovery in the notebook to learn more. And the notebook is right here. So this is where she'll collect all her information about the fishies.
Winifez, Septa. Zimastay, Lumish.
Ugh, the welcome wagon. Where's my
Quinarb. Abano Plerum Ganira. Inabush
fruitcake?
Kashushi.
So I want to travel.
Fundarva.
Rouge, Skiba.
I'm afraid to end this early because if you don't spend enough time with your new neighbors during this welcome wagon,
Gilink.
then it starts a negative relationship, and sometimes those can be very difficult to get back. So we don't want to start off on the wrong foot in this neighborhood. Hopefully you guys can hear me over there audio too. But let's see, can we go stand here together? Let's chat over in my pretty lot. I mean, look, we have butterflies. Look at how peaceful this is. Don't you want to come play? Johnny, if you don't come over, I'm leaving. Serious. Johnny. 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 Who's this? Are you another neighbor? Are you a random?
Dag dag.
Dag dag.
Wamba boy yambalala. Arvini.
Apparently I met this person before.
Telvajero umpra.
Ameva.
Okay.
Zombira.
I'm seriously not in the mood for a welcome wagon. I do not see any of my neighbors bringing over fruitcake. That was the only reason I was allowing this to happen. So I am ending this mess. We will deal with the repercussions, and we are going to travel and do something different. So I'm going to go back up here to my notification walls and scroll back because
you,
we have a
Bullock.
Ravenwood Daily Festival happening at Crow's Crossing
Log 'em to
that
shore.
we could go to,
Lucci.
and we have the flea market. And I really, really want to go to the.
Seminario.
Oh, I don't have any
Venture
money for the
Bella
flea market
Fort.
though.
Snow Bay Fleeza.
I can't remember if there's
Hit the
fishing
town.
there. Oh gosh. Well, we'll travel somewhere else. I have another area in mind that I usually go to that we'll take Gidgit to. I can't travel because this hasn't ended yet. Well, that was weird. It was crossed out.
Muy bien, Fefru.
Oh, the Sims. Okay, we're traveling. See what I mean? Because I ended early. Like, dude, I was talking to you out on the street. Like, we almost got run over by that big black truck that was zooming around the corner faster than it should have been. And now we have a negative relationship. Nora and I guess she doesn't care. She's like, yeah, cool. I'm going to go back doing what I was doing. Johnny's miffed. But that's fine. We're not taking either of them with us.
Abenor.
So nobody cares.
Shadwink. Swaby Taro.
All right.
Ah,
Finishing this
so.
conversation. And then we're heading on. Take a drink break. Keep hydrated, people. Keep hydrated. Okay. I'm going to go to Desert Bloom Park. I adore this park. Especially for a rags to riches scenario, because you have pretty much everything you need there. It's not always comfortable. It's not always great. But you get your needs met. And that's what what this game, this episode's all about, is survival.
Umbala.
That's right. That's right.
Da buste.
All right. So here we are. Who is this anyway? Bako Jong. I thought it was going to be... couldn't remember the other character's name. Okay. Well, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Right.
We're immediately going to light the fireplace. I mean, I guess it's a little chilly out, but it's spring. We're not going to be indoors, Missy. We're going to go fishing. Since you made it this far, there's this nice little pond over here. So we're going to head over here and we're going to go fishing. And we're going to get our second location. Big check marked right off. Yep, that's what we're doing. Where'd she go? Gidgit. Hello. Here she comes. Coming around the bend. Okay, we're going to try the second location. We're going to get this marked off. See, I could even go to a third location and we'll have this done. But let's give a second and see if she catches a fish. If she doesn't right away, we'll go to a third fishing spot. Oh. Did we? Did we? Yeah, where'd it go? Got a lot of Sims in the park. Nice day. We've got Bernice over here. Who's this? Acade? Ecade? Ecade Ether? Aether? No clue. May or Mai Prescott. And we have a teen, Luna Villarreal. Do I have to roll those L's since there's two? Can anybody out there listening right now roll L's? Nope, I can't roll L's. It's not happening. J, hello. Did we catch? Nothing. I agree, Bernice. Oh, this is good. So hook, line, and sinker. Gidget feels right at home by the water. Good to know. With her fishing line cast, is this a revelation that she likes fishing? This very much works in our favor. Yes, Gidget. Yes, you very much like fishing. All right. Well, we didn't catch anything here, but we need to find another location. So let's explore the park here, because not far away is another little fishing spot, but I'm going to go a little further back here where it's nice and peaceful and no people. Now, it's going to take her a minute to get here, so I'm going to just speed forward. Oh, she apparently needed to use the restroom. Must have got it in enough. I forgot to look at her needs. Sorry, Gidget. Sorry. Okay, here we are. Nice. All right, so we got one of those done. Now we just need to complete a want. So again, write a bucket list goal or become inspired. Ooh, inspired. Inspired would be nice. I'm actually going to pin that one. We could also go play a game of chess before we head out of the park. But look, we just caught a fish. What'd we get? We caught... How did we catch 2 bass? Well, I'm okay with that. We caught 2 bass. And did that count for 2? No, that just caught for 1 fish. I don't know if I'm mad about that. Having 2 fish is helpful. I could maybe eat one and sell the other one for some simoleons. I'm really hoping that when we get back to the main park area that somebody's cooked on the grill and we can take one of those for a meal. I'm going to give her just a moment longer here to see if she catches a fish. She seems to be enjoying. Isn't this so peaceful though? Move this. Oh yeah, what did we catch? It's not a fish. Ooh, we caught a cowplant berry. If we do work on our gardening aspiration, that's part of the aspiration where you have to grow a cowplant. And they're quite fun. They're also, you have to remember to take care of them. I always feel so bad if I forget to feed them and they don't live. So they unalive. And that would be sad. So yeah, next steps. We need to continue finding things that we can sell. There's a lot of opportunity here in this park. I'm hoping they all spawned in. And we will check that here in a moment. Ooh, yay! That was a big one. What was it? A tuna. Isn't a tuna an ocean fish? Why is it in this tiny little puddle, for that sake? Alright, we're gonna quit fishing. Did we get just 1 tuna? Oh, now we only have 1 bass. Oh, Sims. Okay, well, we caught 2 fish, though. So real quick, I'm just going to kind of look around because you'll find things like these little dig spots. So while I queue those up, I'm going to head over to aspirations again, and I'm going to select new aspiration. Go find nature. And this time, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and I'm going to select the curator. This is the collecting aspiration. And the reason that I actually do these aspirations is to get those satisfaction points so then I can buy new traits or potions to help my sim out. You know, it's up in our skills, man. So we're going to switch over to curator while we're gathering some items. While we're over here, notice there's this cool little spot. It does require the handiness 10 skill, but this is a secret location in The Sims, found in Oasis Springs at the park. And when you go in there, it takes you into this cool dark cave. Bats, and there's other collectibles in there, and you can fish in there, and you can find rare items. It's pretty, I love getting to that point. Okay, I got both of those, so let's continue searching around. I'm just gonna guide her over here. Check this out. We got this cool little rock. I think this is gonna have some kind of mineral in it. So that'll be cool to collect. Let's watch her do that because it's a cool animation, honestly. I know a lot of people are watching videos on Enzoi, and I've been watching some of my favorite creators playing as well, and I was really tempted to purchase it when it came out, and I'm glad I held off. I mean, it looks like fun, don't get me wrong, but there's something about this style of The Sims that I appreciate over that more realistic GTA style. It's already hard enough realizing that you're kind of the overlord of these Sims. I even have a difficult time playing an evil Sim because I don't like being mean to other Sims. Maybe that'll be an episode I'll do in the future because that'll be really uncomfortable for me, but great entertainment. So, let's dig up a couple of these. Where'd she go? Just around the corner here. Coming around. And I don't even know where I was going with that conversation, to be honest. I'm just filling time while Gidget makes her way around. We do have some needs we need to take care of here soon. We got bladder and hunger, which we can definitely take care of here at the park. So no big deal there. All right, nice, nice. So let's go take care of some of our needs. Got to turn around a little bit. But wait, don't I have more collectibles over here? Sure do. Let's not miss these. Let's grab this one. This one, crystal. And then this one over here is a fossil, it looks like. All great collectibles. So we'll wait for her to gather those. Come on over, Gidget. Oh, they all canceled. Ah, Sims. These cute little bees. Oh, the gameplay in Inzoi. Inzoi looks really cool. What I appreciated was the build mode where you could do... You have more flexibility over how you're creating the home. But I caught a great creator the other day that did... He loves to build. If I remember his tag on YouTube, I will post him below. But he did a really honest review on a house that he was building. And he honestly feels there are great things about the product. However, it has some building bugs that are definitely beyond handling. Like, send you screaming over the edge, kind of annoying. A lot of things in The Sims that glitch or have issues are also, sometimes game stoppers, but I know a workaround for each of the ones in Sims most of the time. If I don't, I can head over to YouTube to see what others are doing to get around it. But Inzoi is still in early access. It has so much it has so much growth opportunity. I'm really excited that there are other developers out there making games to compete with The Sims. I truly am. I think it's awesome. Competition is a good thing. So, does it mean eventually I'll switch over to Inzoi? Nah, probably not. I am a hardcore Sims fan, player, whatever you want to call me. Oh, we're getting all our needs met. This is so awesome. Great job finding the food, Gidget. Girl after my own heart. Oh my gosh, yes. Hygiene and energy are both getting kind of low. And we have found 2 fish, which I'm going to go ahead and sell. We found a hematite. So these can be used for different purposes. We can craft jewelry. We can use it for protection. If we got the crystal grid and we charged it with the moonlight, which is so cool. It is a pack feature, though. It's not a base game feature. You could also slot it into the celestial crystal crown. I have never done that. That is a base game thing, I think. You'll have to let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and sell these 2 because right now we need the coinage and not the things. We can always find those again. I will keep the cow plant berry, and I'm going to save those 2 fossils because we're going to need them. A little trick here. We're going to need them. Also, we have a lot of common
Pasta
upgrade
Guru.
parts. I'm going to go ahead and sell those because we don't have anything to upgrade right now.
Takyoin Genzel.
And a robot
Yabishi.
salvage part.
Swaby. Tiru.
All right.
Skibberoo.
So we are at
Wibben.
10:16 at night. What? Oh, I was focusing on them. Where did Gidgit go? Oh, she's over here. She's playing chess, guys. This was one of those complete a want. Yeah. Will this work? Play chess, darling. Play chess. And then we'll head home with our 250 simoleons and we'll decide if we want to buy anything for that. Or maybe we should just sleep here at the park. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll sleep here at the park. And maybe in for the day, and then we can come back tomorrow. So let's see here. That worked. That worked. I didn't get anything right away. We are gaining skill points here. We're tired, but we're not exhausted yet. Okay. So what do we do? We can nap on a bench. I don't know that we have enough simoleons to buy a bed. I can, while she's playing chess, let me just go into build mode real quick. Yes, when you are at a non-Sims lot, when it's not your Sims lot, what am I trying to say? You can go into build mode. You'll notice down here, currently in free build mode because we're on the park lot. So I'm not buying anything. I just wanted to see prices of things. So actually, there's two ways to find things. You can go to the objects by function menu, select comfort, and then pick the bed category and scroll through. The other way that you can do this, which is handy when you're building especially, is go to the objects by room. Another tip by Dori. Sorry, I had to pause. All right, and then you can select the room and it'll show you the pieces. If you click on the piece, it also opens up that menu as well. So just a little tip if you are new to the game. So if we want a single bed, the cheapest single bed is this guy, the Hasty Replacement Pallet Bed. Now this is from Werewolf, the Werewolf pack, but in our gameplay, I'm not going to keep it base game. I kept her cast build in base game so that other people could download her if they wanted to. But for this series, I think I'm just going to use whatever I need to use. Now, this particular bed has an energy 3. It is $210. I think we had over 200 simoleons, I think 250. So if we needed to, we could get a bed. But I'll tell you, what is going to be desperately needed also is a shower, a toilet, a way to get food. So either from a mini fridge or we could even get her a grill. We just wouldn't be able to save the food unless we had a refrigerator. So we'll have to figure that all out too. But we are going to need about 250 to get a bed. This one is going to be uncomfortable for adults. This is going to take forever to sleep. So we'll figure it out. Let's let her finish up here. And then I think we're going to go ahead and nap on a bench. Maybe someone will cook something else before we have to leave the lot. Or we could just go do some more fishing. It's just going to take us a little bit to get enough simoleons where we can start the fun stuff on our lot and getting into our dream career. Which if we really wanted to make this challenging, we could start the career, but that's going to require us finishing daily tasks for work. And for that, we're going to need a computer. But the computer could be used at a library. We could also download or build a lot. I don't want to go that far to build a lot in this series because we're going to focus on her own home. So if we have a need, maybe we can get there.
Pak yoin.
We're at 12:03. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. And you know, I think I'm going to end us here at the park bench. And we will catch back up with Gidget tomorrow to continue our series of our poor, unemployed, homeless Gidget here. And tomorrow maybe we can get a few more items and we can buy what we need to continue going. So I'm just going to end this video right here and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.